Hey friends, happy hump day! It's Dan here, and I figured I would pass the time of being stuck inside by making some videos about some cool stuff. So we're going to start with how to make egg salad. So I'm going to shift away from the front camera and show you how it's done. Here we go. So step one to making egg salad is boiling some eggs. Now, 14 years ago, I made a similar video about egg salad, and I said that you take 2 eggs and you boil them really hard. But problem is, I like egg salad a lot, and 2 eggs won't do the trick. So I'm going to boil 6 eggs today, because that's 3 times as much egg salad. So I fill this saucepan about halfway full with cold water, and I use cold water because I might not be 100% correct on this, but it comes to boil faster than hot water from what I understand. So if you have a gas stove like this one, fire it up, let it go to the hottest setting until the water starts to boil, and then once it's boiling, we're going to cover it, and we're going to drop the heat down to a low simmer. If you were on an electric stove, you do the same thing, except you would turn the burner off, because electric stoves maintain heat on the top when powered down, unlike gas stoves. So before we start the water, we're going to actually get the eggs out of the fridge. And here we are. I'm going to get these in the pan. We'll start them boiling, and I put the eggs in before I start heating the water. And unfortunately, it looks like we only have 4 eggs here because I forgot that I cooked 2 of them this morning for breakfast. So we're going to boil these 4 eggs here in preparation for some epic egg salad. It will be egg-ceptional, no matter how you slice it. So we're going to fire the stove up. Oh yeah. Get it burning nice and hot. And we'll check back in a little bit once they're boiled. Friends, we're now approaching a steady boil over here. Water has reached 212 degrees Fahrenheit, aka 100 degrees Celsius. And if you're ever wondering how to convert between the two, if you want to go from Celsius to Fahrenheit, you take 9/5 of the Celsius and add 32. So 9/5 of 100 is 180, because it's 4/5 is 80, and then you add 5/5, so you got 180. Then you add 32 on top of that, and it takes you to 212. And I know this for 2 reasons. First reason is because I've always been a math nerd, and second reason is because I had a 2002 Volkswagen for a while, and that particular car had a few quirks, one of which was that I accidentally hit the climate control panel the wrong way one day, and it switched from Fahrenheit to Celsius on the display. So if I wanted to figure out how hot or cold to set the temperature, I had to do the math in my head every time to ensure that I would ride comfortably. Anyway, so we're boiling now, so what we're going to do is we're going to reduce it to like about 1/3 of the way up on the heat spectrum to a slow simmer there. We're going to pop the cover on. I'm going to let it sit for about 10 minutes. So it's 5:56 right now. At 6:06, we'll check back. All right, friends, it's 6:05, so it'll be 6:06 very shortly. So these eggs are just about done. As we wait, I just want to show you the leftover St. Patrick's Day that's cooking for me to chow down on in a couple minutes. And look at that. It's 6:06. So we're going to turn the eggs off here. Looking good. Going to swap out the hot water in the pan for some cold water to quickly cool them, and then we're going to pop them in a bowl, stick them in the refrigerator to chill them, and then tomorrow we're going to make them into egg salad. Oh yeah. Alright, look at all that steam there. We're going to fill it up with some cold water now. A little temperature exchange here. They're looking exceptional, if I may say so myself.
This is a reminder.
Oh, look at that. Alexa just reminded me to take the eggs off of the stove. How kind. Alright. So they should be pretty cool by now. We're going to transfer these bad boys to a bowl and get them in the fridge. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I hope you don't think I'm being shellfish by having it all myself, but alas, social distancing is a thing. And here we go. Refrigeration time. Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Like I said, the eggs have had a chance to refrigerate, so we're gonna make some egg salad today. You ready? Oh yeah. As you all know by now, when you make egg salad, you take eggs, you boil them really hard. We did that yesterday. Gonna smash them all up, add some mayo, and normally you'd add some lard, but instead of lard, we're going to add some mustard because I like it really hot. Maybe some relish and maybe some dill weed, and just for fun, some black pepper. So here we go. Gonna peel the eggs first, then smash them up, then add the mayo and the other stuff. Check back soon for that step. For peeling eggs, I'm generally a fan of a couple big smashes, getting it going, and then getting the eggs peeled. And you're going to have to imagine the peeling process because I cannot effectively peel an egg without using both of my hands. Okay, friends, the eggs have been peeled. Now it is smashing time. So my preferred smashing tool is this handy-dandy egg smasher, but you may also use a fork or other method if you prefer. So it's a two-step process. You put the egg in horizontally, or as I like to call it, hot dog way. You close the smasher, lift the egg up, open the smasher, rotate it 90 degrees, and close the smasher again. And look at that! Brilliant! And we are donezo with the smash-o. All right, there we go. Just have to show the eggs a little love and getting them in the bowl. And we did so. So here we go. Next step, we take a fork. Let's take this one here, it looks good. Mix it up a little bit. Now, I like to do a little three-step process when I make my egg salad, all right? So we're going to add the dry ingredients first to get them in the mix. So we're going to take our dill weed here. Just put a little bit of that in there. If you don't know already, I love dill weed. All right. All right, that's a pretty good amount. Should make it dill-icious. See what I did there? Okay, gonna take a little pepper here, and gotta creatively hold the phone, so don't mind this. Just spicing things up a bit. All right, mix it in a little more. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add the mayo, the mustard, and the relish, and then we'll add a little more dill once everything's moist. All right, so for mayonnaise, I like to use Hellmann's Real because anytime you dilute that formula, it starts tasting like Miracle Whip. So I'm not a fan of light mayonnaise or low-fat mayonnaise or any derivatives. I like the real thing because it's good. So we're going to put probably, let's say, 3 scoops in here because we're using 5 eggs. If you're using more eggs, you would add more scoops. Less eggs, less scoops. It's all about keeping it proportionally appropriate. I lied. We're going to do 4 because I'm feeling generous today. All right. Mustard time. If you've ever used a thing of mustard, you should probably know that before you open it, give it a shake. Get the actual mustard towards the bottom so you don't get a bunch of watery stuff. There we go. Unfortunately, the mustard is not making a fart sound as I squirt it out. I was kind of hoping it would. But alas, we cannot have everything. So now it is relish time. And the relish is now open. And I have no problem using store-bought relish. There are some things that you're okay to use the store brand. Other things you should really get the name brand. Watch for a separate video on all those things in the near future. But I think store brand relish is just fine. We're going to put some in. Just a little bit's all you need. If I was making potato salad, I would use more. But alas, this is egg salad. So to keep the ratios correct, I'm just going to use a little bit. Going to now add a little more dill weed just for fun. Going to mix it all up and then we know what we got. Egg salad, we got egg salad. All right. So mixing it up pretty good here. I'm getting there. And could probably use a little more mayonnaise. Not a ton, just a little bit more. So I'm going to get a little more mayonnaise here. All right. There we go. And that should just about do it. All right. Perfect. And I'm thinking there needs to be a little more dill in this. What do you guys think? More dill? Yeah, more dill. So here we go. It's raining dill. Oh, yeah. All right, that, my friends, is looking like egg salad. So the next step is making the sandwiches. Notice I said sandwiches plural and not singular. So, as far as bread, I tend to like whole wheat bread or derivatives on it, like this 12 grain stuff here, because without going into great detail, it helps everything work the way it should biologically. So, that's kind of stuff I like, and it goes well with egg salad. So, now that I have the bread bag open, I'm going to fish out 4 slices here because we are making 2 sandwiches today, everybody. Because it is a 2-sandwich day. All right. I just need 1 more slice and we'll be good to go. By the way, those bananas will likely in a couple days turn into some chocolate chip banana bread. Watch for a video on that as well. So, we have our bread. And just to make sure everything goes the way we want, I'm going to throw a little mayonnaise on the bread. Just a nice, moderately thin layer on each slice. All right. There we go. Nothing too crazy, just enough to make sure everything's properly lubricated. And we are almost done with the mayo. Notice I'm not going too crazy. That's looking pretty good right there. All right, so now I'm going to do something that might shock you. We're going to add even more dill to the bread, just to give it that little something something, all right? Again, not a ton, just enough to take this whole culinary experience to the next level. All right, that's looking good there. Now, it's go time. All right, we're going to take the egg salad. We're just going to put it on 1 slice of bread here. Nice, nice. Spread it out. You don't want it too dense because if it's too thick and you go to cut the sandwich, it will spill out and it will not be able to be enjoyed the way it should be enjoyed. About 14 years ago, I also made a video about egg salad, and you might remember if you've ever seen that video that when I went to eat the sandwich that I worked so hard to get, I accidentally dropped it, and I was not able to enjoy it. Sad day. However, I'm going to be very careful to actually be able to eat these sandwiches and not drop them. So, almost done here. This is a good bread to egg salad ratio. All right. I'm going to close it up. And when you're cutting the sandwich, it's very important. Go it diagonally, because that means the surface area of crust to bread will be correct every time you take an outside bite, and one cannot underestimate the importance of that. So I'm going to go at an angle. I'm just going to make short strokes. Now, let's take a look at the cross-section of the sandwich. That, my friends, is an egg salad sandwich. So we're going to switch over to the front camera here in just a second so I can show you the inaugural bite of the sandwich. Here we are. As they say on the Mr. Food Text Kitchen, ooh, it's so good. Happy Thursday, everybody. And if you make egg salad, I hope it is delicious and exceptional and excellent. Have a lovely day. Remember, as you're going to find out when I do my tuna fish video, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Have a good one.